It was a statue of Henri bearing almost everything. A strategically placed fig leaf protected his modesty. The woman in the picture looked vaguely familiar. The woman in the...
Huh.
A naked lady stared at me seductively. Henri may have been a hippie, but a hippie with plenty of disposable income. A naked lady stared at... The sofa had clearly taken some punishment over the years. The desk was covered in junk.
Whoa.
There was a box of thumbtacks on the desk. I didn't like the idea of a pocket full of sharp pins. The business card listed the gallery's details. I didn't need a business card. It was a decorative pen, probably a gift to Henri. The pen could have been useful. Then again, it might have leaked all over my pocket.
We could put a pizza in
The
your
lighter
pocket.
was corroded and grimy. It'd probably never work again. I decided to leave it. The switch controlled the small desk lamp. Carrying an ink pot around inside my pocket would have been stupid. The ink would have stained my hands for days. It was liquid ink. I had no idea they still sold this stuff. It was an Erasertron. I loved those. I didn't feel the need to take Henri's eraser. It was a reel of fragile tape.
There's a
I
lot
didn't
of
want to
stuff
carry the
here.
tape around. I had a feeling I wasn't going to need it. It was the paper that Nico wrote for. Nico lived for the day her story would be on the front cover. It was the paper that Nico wrote.
Right.
It was a standard drawer.
Oh.
There was a document folder in the drawer. There was nothing else in the drawer. The document folder had a hairy lobsters sticker on it. I had no idea what was inside. The folder looked interesting. This was very definitely tampering with evidence. It was the security installation note from the company that Henri had used. It was a completion of work notice from a company called Vera Security. They weren't the guys we'd recommended. Henri had gone behind our backs to choose a different security outfit. Huh. I'd never heard of Vera Security, but there was an address and phone number on the form.
Burping.
It was an antiquated CCTV system. The CCTV system was ancient. It took individual shots and recorded them to tape. It looked like I needed to enter a passcode to view the recording.
Huh. Well, God damn it.
Nope.
You?
No. I needed to find a 4-digit number.
Wasn't his birthday like May?
Henri had ringed
Oh,
27th
27.
of May and scrolled.
Alright. Let's do 2705.
Bingo. I rewound the
No, that
tape
worked.
to before the robbery. This was the first interesting frame. It was Henri studying La Malediccio. He couldn't have had any idea what was about to happen. Nico and I were taking a look at La Malediccio just before the robbery. Funny, the painting didn't strike me as remarkable at the time, just odd. A good view of La Malediccio. I could kind of see why Father Simeon thought it was evil. There was a certain presence about it. The killer caught in the act. There was nothing really distinctive about him. The moment it all went horribly wrong. The killer making his getaway.
Oh, you can look at
The
stuff.
alarm should have sounded when the killer took the painting, but it had been sabotaged. I wondered who could have done that. Maybe Lane, or even Henri himself. Or perhaps even Vera Security, who'd installed the system.
Perhaps.
The alarm should... A logo on the front of his helmet read Waterloo Motors. That could be useful.
Sure
A
can.
logo. The painting was gone. There I was, taking a look at the alarm box. Hopefully I didn't look too suspicious. That was me. I hadn't thought about that when I was taking a look at the camera. Not my best angle. That was the last shot. I'd got some leads on the killer's identity. A closer look at the painting might be useful. That was the... Whoever was wearing that helmet was going to pay for what he... Poor Henri. This frame caught the moment the killer took the painting. The CCTV had caught the killer in the act of lifting La Malediccio from the wall. He knew exactly which painting to take. The image was a little fuzzy, but in the center of the painting was what looked like a snake eating its own tail. I thought about what the priest said. There was definitely something unsettling about the picture.
Bring.
That shot must have been before anyone else arrived at the gallery. That was the earliest... Was Henri studying that picture, or did he look worried? There was definitely more to this robbery than I first thought. It seemed that whenever Nico stepped back into my life, so did trouble. There I was, look. The most striking aspect of the painting was a snake eating its own tail. The most...
Oh, so that's it? Maybe, yeah?
Poor Henri. The next shot had a better view of the writing on his helmet. The most striking... Why hadn't Henri backed down when the thief pulled the gun? If that was me, I'd have done whatever the guy wanted. Whoever was wearing that helmet was... That was the last... I'd probably learned everything I could from the CCTV.
Yeah, probably.
There was a crumpled letter in the wastebasket.
Oh. Oh.
In the trash can, I found a crumpled letter from Henri's credit card company, demanding immediate payment. It listed extravagant purchases from a variety of ladies' fashion stores. The address indicated that Henri lived in the chic and expensive 16th arrondissement of Paris. I decided to put the letter back. Henri's financial problems weren't my business. But now I knew where he lived.
Monsieur, sir, you have snuck in here, and now you are tampering with my evidence.
I'm just looking for the name of the caterer. That cheese was to die for.
Ah, to die for? To kill for. I put it to you, monsieur. Monsieur...
Stobart. George Stobart.
I put it to you that you came here in search of cheese and killed the owner in a fromage-induced frenzy.
Well, no. I'm from Paris Mutual. We insured the exhibition.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Time will tell.
Truth will out, Inspector.
Who dares wins, Monsieur Stobart.
Why, come on.
He who laughs last laughs loudest, Inspector Nave. The guy was seriously nuts.
May I remind you, monsieur, that a serious crime has been committed. I am going to have to ask you to return to the gallery.
Of course, but I do need to ask you a few questions.
D'accord. But remember, anything you say can be used against you, Monsieur Stobart.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
Not sure I'm under arrest, right? How
Here.
awesome.
Smell this.
If you think you can bribe me with expensive parfum de toilette, monsieur, you are mistaken.
Look at these nail clippers.
How about some nail clippers?
Perfect for disabling the alarm. You are sticking your American nose into my little French noose, Monsieur Stobart.
Do you know anything about a company called Vera Security?
No, I have never heard of them. Now, I must get on with my investigation.
It's very likely that the security camera holds a clue to the killer's identity.
Monsieur, I am a professional, and you are an amateur. So, leave the investigating to me, huh? Pal? Monsieur, you are American, no?
Yeah, California born and bred.
Of course. I think perhaps you are wanting to be like that Starsky and Butch, monsieur. No? Rolling around on top of fast cars with beautiful ladies, firing your gun.
Interesting idea, Inspector, but not really my style.
Indeed. Well, let me tell you something, monsieur. You are my prime suspect. You may go now, but I will need to speak with you again.
I had some valuable leads, but before following up on them, I had important business to attend to. Hey, Nico, you want to grab a quick cup of coffee?
Sure.
I am pleased to announce that I have finished my preliminary investigation. This is now an official crime scene, and you must all go. I shall be questioning all of you again in the coming days. Nobody is to leave the country, particularly you, Monsieur Stobart. Monsieur Lane will stay behind to help secure the premises. Mo?
Yes, Inspector.
Let them out.
Right away, sir.
Two coffees, please.
Nice work in there, Nico. Whatever you did, it worked.
I just made a tiny distraction, and Nave bought it.
I think Nave would buy anything if it had blood on it.
And the almond croissant, please.
You know, this whole setup, the theft, the murder, it just doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Like I said, I think it was an inside job.
Go on.
Someone disabled the alarm, but on just one painting.
Let me guess. La Maledictio.
Exactly. And I aim to find out who did it. The CCTV picked up an image of the thief. His helmet had the words Waterloo Motors written across it.
Interesting. I think I got a couple of good shots of him too, but I need to take a better look at them at home.
Great. Let me know what you find. Well, the priest thinks La Maledictio is evil.
Charles, she's just crazy.
Yeah, you're probably right. But there's something strange going on. I found the address of the security company Henri employed. It was not the one that I recommended.
Good luck with your investigations. Well, I guess I should go. This story won't write itself. And Georges,
Yeah?
it's good to see you again.
Great to see you too, Nico. I watched her walk away. The sound of traffic, the sun shining, a crime to solve, and Nico back in my life.
So, where should we go? Andre or Vera Security? Let's check out his apartment.
As I approached Henri's apartment, I started to doubt whether coming here so soon after his death was such a great idea.
Really? Why?
Paris sure had a lot of similar-looking cafes. At the end of the road, I could see the magnificent Bois de Boulogne. Parisian spring fashion. Reminds me why I love this city. Parisian
Oh, sorry about that.
Tony's Brasserie. Looked expensive. Tony's Brasserie. Looked expensive. At the end of the road,
Can you go there? No. Alrighty then.
there was an intercom.
There was an intercom.
It was the door to Henri's apartment.
There was a door.
Unsurprisingly, the front door was locked.
Yes. Who is it?
Excuse me, madame. This is George Stobart. Could I talk to you?
Georges? What?
George Stobart, madame. I'm from the insurance company.
For God's sake, today of all days, I don't want to buy insurance.
No, I'm not selling, madame. It's about the gallery theft.
Oh, I see. You people move fast, don't you? This isn't a good time. I am so distraught.
Madame, Right. Now, that hadn't achieved much.
Oh, poor Madame.
That would be pointless. I decided not to call her again quite so soon.
Well, I figured that maybe.
I decided that using the buzzer would make more sense than attempting to dismantle it.
Maybe there's more people living in the apartment complex? And you can maybe, like, press every button, hopefully, in hopes that somebody would, you know, just buzz you right in. Well, I guess we're going here then.
The address led me to a dead-end alley at the end of a deadbeat mall. No wonder I'd never heard of Vera Security. The aircon went nicely with the Art Deco detailing. The place looked like it had been out of business for a while. The place looked...
Right.
The aircon went...
Right. Calm down. What is that? Oh.
The neon sign buzzed and blinked horribly.
Please don't touch the sign. You'll just make it worse.
Alright. Calm down.
Vera Security. I was going to get some answers there. I hoped. The stall was a myriad of retro kitsch. Bottle stoppers, keychains, musical cards. The stall was a myriad
I
of
want,
bottle stop.
I want some of that stuff.
The guy managed to look busy, even though he had no customers.
That sound is annoying.
Hi, I wonder if you can help me. I'm looking for Vera's security.
It's right behind you.
Yes, of course. It's the shop behind you.
Thank you. The name's George, by the way.
Call me Bassam. And do please forgive me, but I'm in no mood to talk. I have a resounding headache.
How about some
Smell this.
perfume?
Ooh. At least it's the real thing.
Do you have any use for nail clippers?
No.
Bassam had already told me where Vera's security was. Bad migraine, eh?
The worst. The buzzing and flashing from the old sign is killing me. I thought the neon sign had potential until it broke.
Is it your sign?
No, the previous owners. Used to be a restaurant. But this is horrible. Adversely affecting my footfall and giving me a splitting headache.
You want me to try fixing that sign for you?
Do you know what you're doing?
Sure.
I'm very good at fixing things.
Then please do. I'm no good at electricals. Marketing analysis and predicting trends is more my thing.
People want this stuff then?
I took a good look at the sign. The wiring was exposed and the cover broken. No wonder it was flashing.
Okay, so you can rearrange these things. This oh, loose wire. This reminds me of the first game where you got this little note from a newspaper, I think, and it said Salah Eddin. But I don't remember if it was the name of a restaurant or...
I pulled the wire off. Well, that was one way to stop the letters flashing. Now only half the sign was illuminated.
Oh, that's great. I don't think it was the name of a restaurant. I think it was like name of a horse, maybe, in a race somewhere. Don't remember. So, am I supposed to do something with this, or just get the wire? You throw them away? I'm not quite sure what to do with this yet, so...
The buzzing and flashing has stopped.
And I am very grateful. But the sign still looks pretty terrible, doesn't it? When you're building a brand from the ground up, name is everything. I need a name that makes my customers long for adventure and treasures from faraway places.
does it say? The letters here are arranged a bit differently than salad, dinge.
I could take a look at your sign, come up with something.
You are like a genie from a magic lamp.
Oh, is it gonna be like Aladdin or something?
Tell me about your business idea.
This stall is going to put me through college while giving me field experience. But the nonsense sign is working against me. It should spell a name for my shop. I need something original, yet familiar, bright and in your face, yet subtle and symbolic.
Mm-hmm. How about,
I decided to keep the wire.
yeah.
If Bassam knew how flimsy the sign was, he wouldn't be happy.
How about
He
this?
struck me as more of an aftershave.
Alright. Alright.
Seemed the letters could be moved around. Shame it didn't have the right letters to spell Bassam. I'd have to think of something else.
Wait, did it change? Let's do this and see. Let's, Bassam. Genie in a bottle. What was the name of the genie? Oh crap. Oh well, screw that for now. Is there anything else interesting here? No, let's go in. What?
Help!
What's wrong?
There's a monster
What? Where?
on the floor. Get rid of it.
Oh, the cockroach.
Yes, the cockroach. Help!
Stretch goal?
The reason for the lady's distress was plain. A giant cockroach roamed the floor. Come here, little fella.
Are you serious?
I refused to torture the little fella. Even cockroaches have rights.
I'm not sure about that.
That was never going to work. There were crumbs on the floor. No wonder the cockroach was sticking around. I think cockroaches are kind of cute. But only kind of. There were crumbs.
Alright, grab him.
I was never going to catch it with my bare hands.
Why? Just squish it.
I needed to try something else. That was almost a great idea. Almost. That wouldn't work.
Alright.
It was a small table with an ashtray on it. Unusual these days. A crumpled cigarette pack. Romanov's, a Russian brand cigarette. The pack was empty. A full matchbox. As a child, I'd always been told not to play with matches, but I never could resist. The ashtray was full of cigarette butts. The filters were gold-colored, very exotic. A crumpled... The ashtray...
He just waves his hand.
The office drawers. Yeah, there might be something useful in there. There was a huge cockroach in the way. Annette had her radio on. Sounded like a horse race.
This is going to be close.
Yeah.
Leave that radio alone and sort this damn cockroach.
The Vera phone. All expenses had been spared. The Vera. She looked pretty scared. Hello, I'm...
Cockroach! I see the little beggar.
Even the plant looked depressed. The office looked like it had been put together in a hurry.